You're listening to Dark Matter Radio with your host, Ronnie. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you may be in this beautiful world today. Thank you for being part of Dark Matter Radio and part of Inner Live. We thank you. This is Ronnie McLean on New Thunder, and we're going to be talking about certain things that are happening today around the world, as we have been online quite some time, dealing with some personal issues. I was hit by a car, trying to get over that, have some very serious neck issues and back issues, knee issues, and a foot issue going on. As well as some other personal things that I've been dealing with. But it's very important for us to keep in tune and keep in line with what's going on around the world, because I know, again, as part of these news updates, everybody's been concentrating on the major thing which is going on with Donald Trump, which is the impeachment. But then I always say, what really is going on? Well, if you remember, a few months ago, I started reporting on this over a year ago, which is a virus that was happening with the pigs, and Asia started in China, in a little area. It's now almost worldwide. Almost 500 million pigs have been killed. Well, yeah, almost 500 million pigs plus have died from this outbreak, and they are killing more as we know now. So, in line with that, there is a virus, the coronavirus, and China has locked down entire cities. And we need to really pay attention. And this is one of the reasons why we talk about co-creation communities. I know a lot of people out there were, thinking I was crazy, I was nuts, saying a whole bunch of stuff. But a lot of the stuff that I've been reporting on is now starting to come to fruition. It is 2020 now. The World ID is coming into fruition. And you're starting to see a lot of different changes that are happening with the attitudes and ideas of police regarding population. Not just black population and white population, but population, where they're not going to have that much of a caring about anybody at all. But this is very important, because this coronavirus, along with the Ebola virus that actually did come here to North America, is very important. So they're not really talking about these things in too much intensity. But let me tell you how serious this is in the next few reports. China in a lockdown is the headline from the Daily Mail. Deadly coronavirus closes parts of the Great Wall, Disneyland, Shanghai, and even McDonald's shuts up shop as the army is deployed in desperate bid to contain the killer virus. So this is what we got going on. The Wuhan coronavirus has infected more than 800 people and killed 26 around the world so far this month, just this month. Experts predict the true number of cases are in the thousands, many only becoming ill or mildly ill. That's what they're reporting. Major cities and towns are canceling public transportation, closing roads, try to stop the spread of the virus. Hospitals in Wuhan, it's the epicenter, as they're saying, have been overwhelmed this week, and another is being built. Now, can you imagine that? The building a specialized hospital just to deal with this outbreak over there in China. So China has gone into lockdown today, and or started really earlier this week, as authorities and businesses try to scramble to shut down tourist attractions, public transportation systems, in a bid to stop the spread of the deadly new coronavirus that has killed at least 26 people. In a drastic turn of the events, part of the Great Wall of China, Disneyland, Shanghai have been closed as authorities desperately try to stop people from spreading the virus. The Wuhan coronavirus fears as many as 10,000 people have already been infected with the killer virus. At least 14 cities, home to around 41 million people. That's more people that are actually in Canada. 41 million people, more than the population of a whole entire country that spans all the way through North America, are reported to be home to some form of lockdown in the past 2 days. Public transportation has been halted, roads have been closed. Now, why is this becoming really, really important? Because the footage posted online appears to show that troops are being deployed into the streets of Wuhan from where the virus has emerged to contain the outbreak. Now, here in the U.S., one man in Washington state is being monitored after being confirmed to have the disease, and other suspected cases from being tested in California, Texas, and across the Atlantic. British authorities have tested 14 people, but no cases have been confirmed. So when you get into a whole bunch of things that are going on with immigration, again, a lot of it's not racist. A lot of it is, there's a war against these viruses that are going on around the world. And if you do not take care of yourself, or, your homeland, it could be very vastly infected. We talk about how Obama and some of these other people have signed a lot of these military actions to be able to take military action on United States soil. You're starting to see now through China and a lot of these different places as to why military intervention just may be needed, because if this really does get hold over here in a country that has 370, almost 400 million people, it could be very, very, very devastating to very, very heavily populated centers such as Los Angeles, San Diego, Seattle, Dallas, Texas, Houston, New York, Tampa area, Miami, and a whole host of other areas, Philadelphia, Chicago, places where they're not really apt to take care of a lot of these different things, right? So we have at least 14 people, but no cases have been confirmed yet in Britain. That's in Britain itself. So the Chinese New Year is due to be celebrated I believe it's like this week today. Which normally means millions of people travel around the country and worldwide to visit family. So we are in some very major perilous times, not to try to, scare anybody, but just wanted to make sure we get this report out there. We're going to have other reports out there because we need to start following up with a lot of things. I just want everybody to think about your co-creation community. Develop one. You're going to need it because if things start happening over here, it's going to be very, very, very devastating. This is Ronnie McLean, just giving you an update, quick update about what's going on around this country. God bless everyone. Peace be with you. Talk to you very soon.